All right, so we're about to spray clear coat on this silver Isuzu 4x4. And yeah, we're doing it right here in the garage. No fancy spray booth, just good technique and a bit of smart setup. Now, before you start thinking this is a bad idea, relax. You can get a pro finish at home if you prep the area right. Close your doors, wet the floor to keep dust down, and make sure your lighting is solid. You want to see that clear, laid down smooth like glass. Keep your gun about 6 to 8 inches away, overlap each pass by 70%, and don't rush it. Let that first coat flash off before hitting the second. That's where the real gloss starts popping. So yeah, no booth, no problem. Just skill, patience, and a little confidence. Let's get that 4x4 looking like it just rolled out of a showroom. Check this out. The base coat on our silver Isuzu 4x4 is looking smooth and shiny, and honestly, it's already making me excited for the clear coat. But before we dive in, let's talk about why this step matters. A good base coat isn't just for color, it's the foundation of your final finish. If it's uneven or full of dust, no amount of clear coat magic will save it. See how even the reflections are on this panel? That's the secret to getting that deep, glossy look later. Now, funny story. Some people think they can just slap on clear coat over a rough base and pray for a miracle. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. Clear coat will highlight everything, so prep your panels, sand lightly if needed, and make sure that base is flawless. Look at that silver shine. It's like a mirror waiting for its protective coat. All right, enough staring. Let's get the clear coat on and turn this 4x4 into a garage superstar. Watch closely. This is how you spray clear coat the right way. Hold the gun about 6 inches from the panel, keep your wrist locked, and move your entire arm in smooth, steady motions. Start your pass just before the panel, and don't stop until you're past it. No stopping halfway. Each pass should overlap the previous one by 50%, giving you that even, glassy finish. The first coat should be wet but not soaking. It sets the foundation. Step 1. Setup is everything. Check your spray gun pressure. Too high, and the clear will run like a waterfall. Too low, and it'll spatter. Adjust your fan pattern so it covers the panel evenly. Think of it like painting with a laser, not a garden hose. Step 2. Distance is key. Hold your gun about 6 inches from the surface. Close enough to lay it down smoothly, far enough to avoid puddles. And remember, slow and steady wins the race. Clear coat is like chocolate. It needs time to flow out perfectly. Step 3. Start your pass before the panel, end past it. No stopping halfway. That's a rookie move. Keep your arm moving, wrist locked, smooth and consistent. Imagine you're slicing through the air like a pro chef with a knife. Clean, precise, and controlled. Step 4. Overlap your passes. Each stroke should cover about 50 to 70% of the last one. Why? Because overlapping is how you get that even, glass-like finish. Skip it, and you'll see uneven patches later, and nobody wants that. Step 5. Watch your reflections. This is your best friend for spotting flow and coverage. Tilt your head, look at the light bouncing off the silver base, and adjust speed or distance if anything looks off. Your eyes are your quality control. Step 6. First coat is just laying the foundation. It should be wet but not soaking. Think of it like painting primer but shinier. Don't panic if it looks a little dull at first. It's just waiting for the next layers to bring the gloss alive. Step 7. Cleanliness matters. Dust, lint, or hair can ruin a panel. Keep your workspace tidy, your gun tip clean, and your motions deliberate. Small details now equals huge shine later. And here's a little secret. The first pass is the most satisfying. You're literally building the mirror-like finish one smooth layer at a time. Take a moment, enjoy the shine, and imagine this 4x4 gleaming like it just rolled out of a showroom. If you're learning with me, hit that subscribe button. We're going all the way. Second pass, third pass, wet sanding, buffing, and making this Isuzu 4x4 look insane. All right, first pass down, and trust me, the gloss is just getting started. All right, before we let this first coat flash off, let's talk about gun pressure. You want it just right. Not too high, not too low. Too high and the clear coat will run like it's late for a meeting. Too low and it'll spatter like confetti at a party. The sweet spot, usually around 25 to 30 psi for most panels. But check your manufacturer's specs, because every gun in clear coat is a little different. Now that we've got that sorted, let's let this first pass flash lightly. Flash off is basically giving the clear coat a tiny moment to settle and start bonding without rushing it. Think of it like letting your coffee cool a little before taking the first sip. Patience pays off. During this stage, keep an eye on the surface reflections. You'll notice tiny flow marks or uneven spots. Perfect time to spot them early. But don't panic if it's slightly dull at first. The shine comes with the next coats. And here's the fun part. Watch closely as this silver Isuzu 4x4 starts to transform. That first flash off is when you really start seeing the glassy foundation take shape. Trust me, it's satisfying. And it's the moment that separates a rushed painter from a pro. Once it's lightly flashed, we'll be ready for the next pass, bringing this 4x4 closer to that showroom level mirror finish. Stick around. This is where the magic really begins. All right, welcome back. Our first pass is lightly flashed, and now it's time for the second pass of clear coat. This is where things start to really come to life. Step 1. Same gun setup, same distance. But remember, we're layering now, so smoothness is everything. Keep that wrist locked and move your entire arm in steady strokes. Think of it like icing a cake. One smooth motion per pass, overlapping about 50 to 70% of the last layer. Skip the overlap and you'll see streaks later. Step 2. Speed is your friend. Too fast and the clear coat won't flow properly. Too slow and you risk runs. Imagine you're painting a rainbow. Not a flood, not a drip, just a perfect, even glide across the panel. Step 3. Watch your reflections closely. The silver base is amazing for this. Tilt your head, look at how the light bounces off the first layer, and adjust your motion if you see thin spots or uneven coverage. Your eyes are your secret weapon here. Step 4. Keep it wet but controlled. The second pass builds gloss and depth. Don't overdo it. If it's too wet, you'll get runs. Too dry, and you'll end up with orange peel. Treat the clear like liquid gold. It flows beautifully if you respect it. And let's be honest, there's a little fun in this part too. Watching the 4x4 transform layer by layer is honestly satisfying. Every pass makes it look more professional, deep, and glassy, and you can't help but smile at the progress. Step 5. Cleanliness still matters. Dust, hair, or lint now will show more than ever. So keep that workspace tidy, gun tip clean, and motions deliberate. Small details here equals huge wow factor later. Finally, remember, this is just the second pass. The real mirror finish is coming, but if you nail this layer, you're already halfway to a professional level shine. Stick with me, subscribe, and you'll see every trick I use to turn this Isuzu 4x4 into a garage superstar. All right, we've laid down the second pass on our silver Isuzu 4x4, and now it's time for the flash-off stage. Take a look at this. The panels are looking so smooth and even, and honestly, that gloss is starting to pop already. We're going to let this second coat settle and flash lightly before moving on. Think of flash-off like letting your favorite chocolate temper. Give it a moment to settle so it flows out perfectly, but don't leave it sitting too long or it'll start to skin over. Notice how the reflections dance across the silver? That's your best indicator that the clear coat is leveling correctly. Tiny flow lines? Don't worry, they'll disappear with the next pass. This is all part of building that mirror-like finish. Quick tip, keep the area clean, dust-free, and avoid touching the panels. Even a single hair can ruin the look at this stage. And yes, patience is key. Rushing now is like trying to sprint through a puddle of liquid glass. It just doesn't work. So we're going to stop right here, admire the shine for a second, and let it flash lightly. Once it's ready, we'll move on to the final pass, which is where the 4x4 really starts to shine like a showroom masterpiece. Stick with me, the best is yet to come. All right, here's the final pass on our silver Isuzu 4x4. The moment where everything comes together. This coat is all about building that deep, glassy shine and locking in the previous layers. Keep your strokes smooth, overlap about 50%, and don't linger too long in one spot. We're not making puddles, we're making reflections. Watch how the light dances across the panels. That's the mirror finish starting to appear. And remember, this is the fun part. The 4x4 is officially showroom ready in the making. Once this coat flashes and cures, it's time for the wet sanding and buffing magic. Stick around because the results are going to blow your mind.